Check 1, 2. Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football postgame show to wrap up Week 10. Broncos kicker Will Lutz made good on his do-over field goal attempt, much like Denver has done in rebounding from one of its most embarrassing defeats in franchise history. Getting a second chance after missing wide right from 41 yards thanks to Buffalo being flagged for too many players. Lutz connected on a 36-yard field goal attempt as time expired to secure a 24-22 win over the sloppy, turnover-prone Bills on Monday night. The Broncos are now 4-5 on the season, have won 3 straight, and 4 of 6 since 70-20 loss at Miami, and they came out of their bye week carrying over the momentum of a 24-9 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, which ended a 16-game skid against their AFC West rival. We believe in each other. We believe in what we can do, said quarterback Russell Wilson. To beat the Chiefs, to beat these guys, it sets a standard of who we should be, who we can be, and who we are going to be. The Bills, now 5-5, continue to sink out of the playoff picture, having dropped 4 of 6 defending their AFC's title for a 4th consecutive season. The Bills are suddenly in jeopardy of missing the playoffs altogether for the first time since 2018. Yeah, I'm still confident, but it's no secret. The clock's ticking. Gotta have some urgency now, quarterback Josh Allen said after throwing 2 interceptions and losing a fumble. The clock might also be ticking on offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey's tenure after the Bills failed to secure 26 or more points for a 6th straight games. It matches Buffalo's worst stretch since Allen's rookie season in 2018. I'm confident, but I believe we can be better at the same time, Coach Sean McDermott said when asked about Dorsey, excuse me. And he had a few answers on what's required to turn around a team whose offense is sputtering and defense held up for the most part, despite missing 5 starters to injury. I think I need a little bit of time there after the game to assess that, McDermott said. Obviously, I'm not happy right now, so I'll evaluate that in the next 24 hours here and see where that takes us. The too many man penalty to be inexcusable because it's situation. Team practices at least 2 or 3 times a week. Lutz was relieved, extremely grateful that we got another opportunity, and you don't get that opportunity every day, Lutz said. So a huge win. Just grateful I was able to get another kick there. Lutz also overcame his own struggles. In a game, he missed an extra point by hitting left upright and was unable to get another extra point attempt off when holder Riley Dixon bobbled the snap. Lutz made 4 field goals, and Javonte Williams scored on a 3-yard run after Allen scampered for a 6-yard touchdown to give Buffalo its only lead with 1:55 left. Wilson responded by overseeing a 10-play, 57-yard drive to set up Lutz field goal for this 42nd career game-winning drive, the most among quarterbacks since 2012. The key play of the drive came on a 3rd down and 10 from Buffalo's 45 when Wilson, facing an all-out blitz, lobbed a pass deep over the middle intended for Jerry Jeudy, who was clearly interfered by defensive back Taron Johnson. Johnson was flagged uh, for pass interference, giving Denver the ball at Buffalo 17. After allowing 181 points and going 1-4 in their 5 outings, the Broncos have clamped down to allow 67 points in their past 4. The Broncos have 16 takeaways over their past 5 outings. Wilson finished 24-29 for 193 yards, including a perfectly placed 7-yard touchdown pass to Courtland Sutton. What initially appeared as if Wilson was simply throwing the ball out of bounds instead landing in Sutton's hands, with the receiver able to get both feet in bounds. The play was initially ruled an incompletion after being overturned upon a replay review. Broncos forced 4 turnovers 2 weeks after forcing 5 against the Chiefs. It just feels so good to win. Man, I am sitting here thinking about the adversity that we hit and how everybody kind of answered the bell there, excuse me. Safety Justin Simmons said of the Broncos down, then up season, you're always going to face adversity. It's just a matter of how you respond. Allen has turned the ball over in all but 2 games and thrown an interception in 6 straight, the longest run of his career. He finished 15 of 26 for 177 yards, including a 22-yard touchdown to rookie tight end Dalton Kincaid. The turnover fest begun on Buffalo's first play from scrimmage when Denver's Jaquan McMillan pried the ball out of the hands of running back James Cook to force a fumble. Allen followed up by ending Buffalo's second drive, having his hard pass over the middle glance off the hands of receiver Gabe Davis when the ball bouncing directly to Simmons for his 30th career interception. Allen fluttered a pass up the left sideline, that was easily intercepted by Fabian Moreau, which led to Lutz making a 40-yard field goal to close the half. So this was one of those games Buffalo just struggled, and they had chances, but they could not capitalize on them. And things just did not go their way, and Broncos they got lucky. And next up, the Broncos host the Minnesota Vikings this Sunday night on Sunday Night Football at Empire Stadium Mile High, and the Bills host the New York Jets on Sunday at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. And I got to give credit to the game boss, to the Denver Broncos. That's who I got to give them to. Russell Wilson, 24-29 carries and attempts, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I think it's Javonte Williams, I just forgot the name. 21 attempts, 79 yards, and Courtland Sutton, 8 receptions, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. So this was one of those games. Buffalo had a chance and could not hold on the lead to get the win. So now we'll look ahead to Week 11. To kick it off will be Thursday Night Football, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And Baltimore will be trying to bounce back from that loss to our Browns this last Sunday. The 1 o'clock games, Dallas is in Carolina to take on the Panthers. Pittsburgh comes here to Cleveland Browns Stadium to take on the Browns. Chicago is in Detroit to take on the Lions. The Chargers are in Green Bay at legendary Lambeau Field to take on the Packers. The Arizona Cardinals are in Houston to take on the Texans. The Tennessee Titans are in Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. The Raiders are in Miami to take on the Dolphins. The Giants are in Washington to take on the Commanders. That's the 1 o'clock games. The 4 o'clock games. There's three of them. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in San Francisco to take on the 49ers. The Jets are in Buffalo, as I mentioned, to take on the Bills, and that'll be this coming Sunday. And the Seahawks are in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, to take on the Rams. And Sunday Night Football, as I mentioned, the Minnesota Vikings are in Denver to take on the Broncos at Empire Field at Mile High Stadium. And Monday Night Football, and it's going to be a doozy of a matchup. And it's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's going to be a great matchup. And it's about a two NFC, so it should be a great matchup to see. Uh, and so, and but the Denver Broncos, they came out and just beat the Bills 24-22, and that's how Week 10 wraps up. Week 10 is in the books, and we'll kick off Week 11 Thursday night. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 Monday Night Football pregame show. I'll be back with the Thursday Night Football pregame show before the Bengals Ravens game. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. Done.